Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We're now about to start our program. In addition to our wonderful guests here in the room, and it is so good to see and be with all of you, we have a lot of guests joining us from around the state and around the country by live stream. So I'm just calling us to attention. We'll begin with a brief video, and then I'll be back to see you later on in the program.
Hey there. Welcome to Pili's Annual Awards Luncheon. This event is meant to support the work of Pili and raise money for the work that Pili does to engage, inspire, and empower those advancing equal access to justice. We're delighted you've joined us. We've got a little meeting with Michael, our esteemed executive director, room 610. Well, hello there.
Hello, welcome to Philly.
Thanks, Grayson. I'm here for my meeting with Michael. Are any of the other teammates here?
Yeah, we're not fully reopened yet, but some of our staff attorneys are in this morning.
Fantastic. We're gonna go say hello. Oh, how nice. Brent and Jessica are here.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
How are you guys doing today?
Our internship and fellowship applications opened this week, so I'm monitoring the application system to make sure our participating agencies are receiving their application.
That's great. Hey, Jessica, how you doing?
Hi, John. We just received a call from a client in Peoria, so I'm working on placing them with a pro bono attorney through our program.
Well, happy to hear it. Now we're going to be looking for Michael. We've got a meeting with Michael, Pili's executive director today. How are you today? Wow, so nice to see you.
Welcome to the office.
It's great to be in the office, isn't it? I brought some friends with me to tell them a little bit about what Pili does.
Fantastic. Well, as you know, this past year our theme was Pili is the gateway to justice. So over the last year, we've really been focused on how Pili as an organization connects the legal community with those who need assistance. This year we funded 62 Pili interns who worked 21,600 hours to help over 2,000 clients.
Michael, that's fantastic.
Yes, it is. Additionally, we supported 63 fellows who worked 18,900 hours to help over 500 clients.
Amazing.
Yes, and as you know, over this last decade, we've really been focused on growing our pro bono program. We now have 11 judicial circuit pro bono committees across the state. And over this last year, we helped 196 clients through the assistance of 85 pro bono volunteers. Additionally, Pili manages the Illinois Free Legal Answers website, where clients can post legal questions and volunteer attorneys can answer them. Through that project, 214 lawyers answered 3,587 civil legal questions for people in need.
Michael, that's fantastic. How is the staff doing?
We're doing great, John, and thanks so much for asking. In addition to Grayson, Brent, and Jessica, who you just talked to, we also have Abigail Causer, who's another one of our managing attorneys based in Champaign, Brian Russo, who's our paralegal and intake specialist, Hannah Miller, who's our development and communications associate, and Lauren Harper, who's our senior manager for external relations. They'll all be here for our annual awards luncheon.
Well, that's great. We look forward to seeing them. How's planning coming along?
It's going great. We're very grateful to all of our sponsors, especially our executive level sponsors, Abbott, Exelon, Cat & Much & Rosenman, and Sidley Austin. And our leader level sponsors, Barrett, Ferrazzano, Kirschbaum, and Nagelberg, Crowell & Morning, Goldberg Cohn, Jones Day, JP Morgan Chase & Company, Kirkland & Ellis, Mayer Brown, and Winston & Strawn.
Boy, we are lucky to have their support.
Agreed. In addition to our event sponsors, the steadfast support of several foundations has also been critical to our success over this past year. We especially thank the Chicago Bar Foundation, the Community Foundation of Central Illinois, the Francis Beidler Foundation, the Helen Brock Foundation, the Illinois Access to Justice Grant Program, the Illinois Bar Foundation, the Illinois State Bar Association Young Lawyers Division, the Illinois Equal Justice Foundation, the Lagback Foundation, the Lawyers Trust Fund of Illinois, the Jerome Mirza Foundation, the Polk Brothers Foundation, the Illinois R3 Grant Program, and the Robert Gallagher Charitable Trust.
That's fantastic. What are the plans for 2022, Michael?
Well, John, in 2022, Pili is going to be celebrating our 45th anniversary. Our theme for the year is going to be Take the Initiative. We're going to use that theme to highlight the leadership of our founders and to follow their example to help more people in need across Illinois by together taking the initiative.
Michael, that sounds great. Maybe we should show a video at the Annual Awards Luncheon.
That's a fantastic idea, John. We'll get to work on that. I'm really excited about our Take the Initiative theme for this year, our 45th anniversary year. It harkens back to 1988 when our name change took place. We had originally been known as the Law Student Internship. And in 1988, under the leadership of the late Tom Nicholson, who was our board president at the time, the last part of the name was changed to Initiative.
I think, to me, it means innovation. It means take the initiative to do something different.
Take the initiative really means, really you got to think about how are we going to make sure that the world is a better place.
Taking action, movement. You can't just keep thinking.
Let's be creative, right? Let's use technology solutions. Let's do something new. Let's help a new group of people. Take the initiative to be better.
Well, Pili has always taken the initiative. They've performed a leadership role in this community ever since their inception.
To me, encouraging others to take initiative is a lead by example sort of thing.
And that's sort of been Pili's gestalt from day one, is go out and find the problems. Don't wait until they become so big that they fall at your doorstep. Go out and offer solutions into the legal community.
Pili started out small in Chicago with the internship and fellowship program. It's expanded it with the Pro Bono Initiative, and now it's going outside of Chicago throughout the state to provide access to justice to individuals that otherwise wouldn't have that access.
I think that Pili is an organization that is viewed in a lot of ways as a saving grace, because not only does it offer up a network of people to connect with who might have similar interests as you, but also you're getting into the arena.
The interns enable our partner agencies to do work that they otherwise couldn't do. So that's critically important to the work that they do. But the thing that I enjoy most about the internship program is mentoring them.
I think what really makes Pili special is that we're kind of at the heart of it all. We're about making connections. We're working with law students, with recent graduates, with lawyers at all stages of their career, and we're helping them find ways to help those in need.
Pili Fellowship, it is a spectacular avenue to be able to give back to the communities.
Pili really spends the time to not only give good placements, but also providing the support throughout the summer.
So to me, take initiative is almost literal in a sense. That it's a reminder that we do have a responsibility to give back to our communities.
So it's a training program, it's an enrichment program, it builds the foundations for having a good and strong commitment to pro bono as you continue your career. There's really no drawbacks.
The Pro Bono Initiative was begun in order to involve that part of the legal community who had previously not been involved with Pili in doing pro bono work.
To talk about how we can get more lawyers to do volunteer work.
Have client contact, really meet people who need legal services and have the opportunity to help them meet their legal needs. And this is face-to-face, real life, in-person, help someone opportunity.
So then they began the Pro Bono Initiative. And since then, Pili has just grown and expanded.
I guess that's what Take the Initiative is we're trying to do it from one end of the state to the other. And we're inviting everybody that may not have known anything about pro bono to join us there and discover how much help they can give and how wonderful it is to make court less confusing for people.
What taking initiative means to me is that you go the extra mile. That's what Pili has done for the Judicial Circuit pro bono committees. So they challenge us to be better in the provision of pro bono legal services. I think Pili is a game changer.
What I look forward to is the day when Pili is established in every judicial district in the state of Illinois.
The possibilities are limited only by our imagination and our ability to raise money, and getting people involved is the best way to address both those things. We are providing funding for law students and recently graduated law fellows to do pro bono work before they really start their legal career in earnest and foster a lifelong love for pro bono. And we're also fostering pro bono in places where it was more difficult throughout the state of Illinois. Something that really started while I've been with the board and has really grown in ways that are so impressive.
I'd say start now, if you even have to start small, but take some initiative.
The investment in Pili through your financial support is really an investment in system-wide impact.
And I can assure you, you will get back far more than you give.
And I think people would be really impressed with the work that is being done in each of our pro bono committees.
Delivering services at the grassroots directly to those who need it. And you can go and see that material impact from your money. And I think your dollars just go a really long way to helping really good causes when you give to Pili.
Greetings and salutations, my fellow Pilians. I don't know about you, but I am so grateful to be in a room to actually see unmasked faces enjoying a great meal in this beautiful room. So thank you to all of you for being here. And through the benefits of technology, for all of you out there, wherever you may be, you are still a Pilian, and thank you for joining us as well. So my job is to talk about the Pili's text to give. We understand that really nothing happens until somebody writes a check, and there is a business side to all of the great work that can be done. So we're going to give everyone the opportunity. Does everybody have a phone in here? Anyone not? Okay. So everybody's got a phone. You can log on to Pili's website, pili.org/donate. You can also text to Pili, and you could see it right behind me, 243-725. So we'll repeat that several times and it'll be flashing. If you somehow have an issue with this, you can always leave a check, credit card. I think Michael's even interested in accepting Bitcoin now. Is that right? Okay. But as I've been asked to do is to tell you about what your donation would translate into. And so were you to provide a $100 donation, you'd provide CLE training for lawyers taking on pro bono matters. For $250, you'd be providing training and networking opportunities for Pili's summer law student interns and graduate fellows. Your gift of $500 supports efforts to engage with Pili alums to ensure their commitment to our shared service. At $750, your funds help pro bono attorney recruitment and training efforts to help even more clients in need. At the round number of $1,000, you would actually support the placement of 10 pro bono matters through a conflict of interest pro bono referral panel. $1,500 translates into supporting the answering of 150 questions on IllinoisFreeLegalAnswers.com. So I just want to reiterate, we really hope you will consider giving. We hope that you will take the initiative and take action. This part is about the money. We also need your talent and treasure. So if you can log on to pili.org to donate, or text PILI to 243-725. Now let's get back to these very flattering videos.
We're now going to start our awards program with Mike Cramer from our board of directors being our first presenter.
Hello, everybody. I echo the thanks for all of you being here. You all look fabulous. My name's Mike Cramer. I am the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer for Pili's Board of Directors. It's my pleasure to kick off the awards portion of our luncheon today by presenting the Distinguished Intern Alumni Award to James Brady. Since 1977, Pili's Law Student Internship Program has connected law students from across the country with public interest law agencies here in Illinois. Interns work 400 hours over the summer or 200 hours over a semester at one of 30 participating agencies, and Pili pays them a stipend for their work. Pili also ensures quality supervision by experienced attorneys while also providing supplemental programmatic, networking, and educational opportunities. Pili's goals are to help our partner agencies increase their impact while also helping interns develop legal and advocacy skills, build professional networks, and strengthen their commitment to public interest law and service. Each year we honor a past Pili intern for their outstanding contributions to public interest law or pro bono work since their internship. This year's Distinguished Intern Alumni Award goes to Jim Brady. Jim was a 1990 Pili Law student intern at Legal Aid Chicago, which was then known as the Legal Assistance Foundation. And he has been there ever since. He's now a supervisory attorney in the Consumer Practice Group at Legal Aid Chicago. Jim's practice focuses on bankruptcy, home ownership, and consumer fraud. And in addition to having served many hundreds of clients over the years, Jim has a passion for mentoring younger attorneys, thus leveraging his own experience and enabling others to better serve their clients. We asked a few of Jim's colleagues to say a couple of words about him, and now we'll watch them on video.
It's hard to imagine Legal Aid Chicago without Jim. You know, I recall him saying, many years ago, wow, I can't believe that they pay us to do this kind of work. So just sort of with exuberance expressing the passion that he has for helping people, for helping low-income people.
One thing I think I learned from Jim is that when you're in law school, you're trying to learn so much about how to talk like a lawyer. And when I had the opportunity to see Jim with a client and observe him and watch him, I realized that he was very good at explaining, just talking like a normal person and explaining things to clients in ways that they could understand it and make sense of it. I think Jim is deserving of the Distinguished Pili Alumni Award because he has so much knowledge of the legal issues that affect our clients.
I mean, he has represented hundreds, probably even thousands of clients over the years if you add them all up. So he's done an amazing amount of work and good for the Chicagoland community, but also for the agency and for its staff, and he's really focused a lot on mentoring younger attorneys, training younger attorneys. He just really has a passion for working for clients who are underserved, who are vulnerable, and he's just dedicated his whole career to it. And he's just sort of an icon, an institution at our agency.
And it is now my great pleasure to present Jim with Pili's Distinguished Intern Alumni Award.
Good afternoon. Thank you to Pili, its staff, and board for this award and honor. Thank you to Dan Lindsay for nominating me for this award. And thank you to my colleagues at Legal Aid Chicago and to my friends and family. But most of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to have been a Pili intern 30 years ago. In the summer of 1990, I was, as they say now, a rising third-year law student at DePaul. You gave me the opportunity to work as a Pili intern at Legal Assistance Foundation at the Inglewood office that was then located at 63rd and Halsted. You gave me the opportunity to learn from an incredible group of dedicated, smart, and highly motivated attorneys, many of whom continue to fight the good fight now. You gave me the opportunity to learn from other staff who lived in our client communities and were not afraid to put a young, know-it-all law student in his place and to enable me to learn about identities and experiences different from my own. You gave me the opportunity to begin to recognize and understand the privilege I have in our society as a white, straight male, and then eventually as an attorney. You gave me the opportunity to represent my first clients in court and to argue and win an unemployment benefits appeal before a circuit court judge. And you gave me the opportunity to experience what a career as a public interest lawyer was like and to gain the experiences that enabled me to be hired as a staff attorney in 1991. Since then, I've represented many, many clients in almost all the areas in which Legal Aid Chicago practices. My work now focuses on consumer issues because I learned how wealth, particularly generational wealth, can be built through home ownership. Since then, I represented a client in her Chapter 13 bankruptcy matter before the 7th Circuit and won on a case of first impression that is now being used across the United States. Since then, I've supervised hundreds of law students, interns, and new staff attorneys using what I have learned to enable others to succeed. And along with many others, I have led Legal Aid Chicago's DEI efforts because I have learned that the issues of poverty and racial justice are inseparable. All of this was a result of the opportunity you gave me in the summer of 1990 to be a Pili intern. And for that, I offer you my most humble thanks and gratitude.
Hello, my name is Daniel Lang, and I'm the Vice President of Pili's Board of Directors. I will present the next award, the Distinguished Fellow Alumni Award, to Precious Jacobs Perry. Pili's Graduate Fellowship Program places new associates from Chicago law firms at public interest law agencies in Illinois, where they work for 300 hours during the summer after law school. Law firms pay the fellows a stipend for their work. Pili ensures quality supervision of our fellows by experienced attorneys at one of 60 participating agencies and provides extra educational, networking, and advising opportunities. Pili fellows have a competitive edge when they start at their firms. During their fellowship, they develop lawyering skills, build professional networks, and gain real-world experience outside of law school. Pili Fellows are also connected to pro bono from the very beginning of their careers, allowing them to maintain a pro bono practice after joining their firms. Just like we honor a past Pili intern, we also honor a past Pili Fellow for their outstanding contributions to public interest law or pro bono work since their fellowship. This year's Distinguished Fellow Alumni Award goes to Precious Jacobs Perry. Precious Jacobs Perry was a 2009 Pili Graduate Fellow at the Greater Chicago Legal Clinic. She was sponsored by Jenner & Block, where she continues to work as an equity partner in the litigation department. Precious also now serves on GCLC's board of directors and has a robust pro bono practice herself. Some of her pro bono work includes creating a pro bono partnership between Jenner & Block, a firm client, and the Transgender Legal Defense and Education Fund to help obtain legal name changes for transgender, gender nonconforming, and non-binary people. She's also advocated for women's rights through the Me Too movement by representing women who have been subjected to sexual harassment and assault in the workplace. We also asked a few of Precious's colleagues to speak about her, and we'll hear their words now.
Precious is and immediately distinguished herself as a leader. There are people who say what they're going to do, and then there are people who just do it. And Precious is one of those people who just gets things done.
Precious has very deep roots with Pili, so it's particularly fitting that she's the recipient of this award.
It's a rare opportunity when an organization like ours gets to claim both a former Pili Fellow and also a member of our board of directors. And Precious has the distinction of having been outstanding in both roles.
Precious is so deserving of the Pili Distinguished Alumni Award for so many reasons. You start with an outstanding lawyer, and more than that, it's her heart. She's so committed, she gives so much, she's an inspiration to so many people, and she gets things done. I couldn't think of anybody more deserving than Precious. Whether it's working with people in the transgender community to help them get a legal name change, or working with victims of Me Too who have been assaulted or harassed, Precious has an impact, a lasting impact on people's lives. So I am very proud to call Precious my friend, to call her my partner, and on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you, Precious.
It is now my pleasure to present Precious with Pili's Distinguished Fellow Alumni Award.
That was beautiful. Good afternoon, everyone. I am humbled and honored today to be receiving this award. Thank you so much to Pili and its board for honoring me. And congratulations to my fellow honorees. As I'm sure we all can appreciate, it takes a village to help support a working parent. I have two amazing sons, and I could not do all that I do without my village. So I need to thank my family and my friends, some of whom are here with me today. I could not do all that I do without you, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to give a special thanks to my husband and greatest supporter, Vincent, who's here today, who has his own career, but finds the time to support me with an incredible amount of love and patience. So thank you. To Leslie Davis, who was my first legal mentor, thank you so much. She has followed me my entire career through all of the ups and downs with good counsel, and there just are no words, but I just have to say thank you. I love you too. And then to Kenya and Sherry, who are here today to also support me, thank you so much. I really appreciate you and all that you do to help make me succeed. I rely on the people in my village and they make what I do seem effortless, but it's not. There's a lot going on in the background. In addition to having an amazing village, I have an incredibly supportive firm. Thank you so much to Randy, my managing partner, for being here today and for fostering a supportive work environment and being a wonderful sponsor. Thank you so much. I am really fortunate to work at a firm that has pro bono service as a core value. It was one of the reasons why I selected Jenner & Block all those years ago, and why today it is still one of the greatest decisions I made in my life. Over the years at Jenner, I have had the opportunity to work on everything from defending first-degree murder charges to working on impact litigation all the way to the Illinois Supreme Court, to now working on pro bono partnerships with some of our clients. Every case has been meaningful, and every client I have appreciated, and it has been an honor to help every client that I've had over the years gain some access to justice. And I must say, if there is anything that distinguishes me, it has to be, and I have to share that honor with my colleagues at Jenner & Block, because it is with the partnership and support of the paralegals, the support staff, and the other attorneys that I'm able to do the work that I'm able to do in the community. So thank you to them as well. Deciding to work at Jenner introduced me to Pili, this amazing organization, all those years ago, and it allowed me to complete this amazing fellowship at the Greater Chicago Legal Clinic. The firm continues to support me as I sit on the board to help the organization thrive today, and I thank Adam for his kind words. Over the years, I have learned, working on my cases, that each person, each one of us can have a meaningful impact in this world. And it's interesting that the theme for the next year is Take the Initiative, because that was going to be the charge that I was going to give today, right? I made a commitment many years ago to always keep pro bono service at the core of my practice, and I intend to keep that promise. And because of the real meaningful impact that I've been able to have, I was going to charge all of us to continue to take the initiative and continue to help ensure that the access to justice is not only given to those who can afford it, but it's given to all, even those who are disadvantaged. So I will continue to do my part. I hope that all of us in this room and everyone watching, that everyone will continue to do your part, because you can have an impact, even if it's just on one person's life. So thank you so much, and take the initiative.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Kyle Peterson, and I serve on Pili's Board of Directors as its secretary. It's now my pleasure to present Pili's Pro Bono Initiative Award. Since it was established in 1999, Pili's Pro Bono program has worked to increase the availability of pro bono legal assistance for those in Illinois who cannot afford an attorney. We do that by developing innovative pro bono opportunities, offering pro bono programming and resources, cultivating best practices, and celebrating the life-changing pro bono efforts performed throughout the state. Each year, we honor a single entity, such as a law firm or corporation, for its significant pro bono work within the community with our Pro Bono Initiative Award. This year's recipient is Abbott. Abbott's legal division has a long-standing commitment to service. In 2018, under the guidance of General Counsel Hubert Allen, Abbott Legal developed a pro bono program designed to provide legal assistance to disadvantaged and underserved communities and constituencies. Essential to Abbott's pro bono program has been the development of strong partnerships with legal service organizations, including CDEL, Prairie State Legal Services, Ascend Justice, Lambda Legal, and North Suburban Legal Aid Clinic, and significant collaboration and support from law firm partners such as Kirkland & Ellis, Baker McKenzie, and Jenner & Block. The scope of Abbott's pro bono work is wide-ranging. Abbott has hosted clinics to assist low-income seniors obtain powers of attorney and living wills, helped victims of domestic violence obtain emergency orders of protection, counseled clients seeking to expunge their records, and much more. Since the inception of the program, Abbott has demonstrated a steadfast commitment to pro bono service, and Abbott volunteers have helped many people in need. We've asked some of those who've worked with Abbott's pro bono program to talk a bit about their work.
I'm thrilled that Abbott is getting this award today. Abbott has long been a leader in pro bono, and the breadth and depth of the pro bono work that they do makes them exceedingly deserving of this award.
You recognize a leader when you see that there is a need and a leader steps up. So it just gives us a sense of confidence that if we reach out to them, they will be always willing to help. But the confidence is just here. It's just here. Oh, we have, internally we have, 7 lawyers, but we also know that we have, Abbott legal department, close by, and we can reach out to them, and suddenly we have 14 lawyers.
Abbott has been a client of Kirkland for many years, and we started working with them on their pro bono initiatives about 4 or 5 years ago in a more dedicated fashion.
And this is what happened. So we were able to basically help double what we initially thought, just because they were willing to go an extra mile and bring additional partners that they have, and they work on daily basis in their corporate world. And this all happened here, not in the city, but in the suburbs. And so we are really grateful for having them and being open to work with us to the benefit of the whole community.
Even now, Abbott is working to expand and develop their pro bono program, and I know, given the impact they've already had, that they will do amazing work in the future and continue to change lives.
It is now my pleasure to invite Laura Ward on the stage to accept Pili's Pro Bono Initiative Award on Abbott's behalf.
Thank you, Kyle, and thank you, Pili. It is my honor to accept this award on behalf of Abbott and my colleagues. As you heard, in 2018, Abbott developed a formal pro bono program under the guidance of our General Counsel, Hubert Allen. The program started as a pilot, including a small number of opportunities for Illinois-based employees, and has grown into an established program, identifying community needs and offering a broad range of services. Critical to the success of our program has been the development of strong partnerships with legal service organizations and significant collaboration and support from many of our law firm partners. My colleagues have shared that their pro bono work has been some of the most meaningful and rewarding work. Whether helping victims of domestic violence obtain orders of protection, counseling clients seeking to expunge their records to lift barriers to housing, employment, or education, assisting low-income seniors attain powers of attorney, or providing legal name change services for transgender individuals. Abbott Legal is proud that its employees choose to spend their time and use their skills to help people in need and strengthen the communities where we live and work. Since the program's inception, Abbott has been able to help many people, and our volunteers have a great sense of satisfaction in our pro bono work. Pili, thank you for recognizing Abbott with the 2021 Pro Bono Initiative Award. And thank you particularly to Michael Bergman for your support as we were initially building our program. The resources and connections that you shared were tremendously helpful in the development of our program. Thank you.
It is now my turn to talk about Mike O'Connor, the winner of the Pro Bono Initiative Award. I must remind you that Pili's mission is to engage, inspire, and empower those advancing equal access to justice. And at the core of that mission is service, and service to others. Our winner today, do we save the best for last here, Mike? I don't know. To briefly hit a few of the high points, Mike started at Prairie State in 1989. I probably shouldn't tell you how he found the job. He overheard a law school colleague tell him that he wouldn't have to wear a suit or a tie. But beyond his sense of humor, everyone that talks about him says what a great human being he is. He started as a staff attorney. He moved up into a managing attorney role. And for now, almost 16 years, he's been in the role of executive director. We're going to check out a really well done video, so you don't have to just listen to what I say. And I think we're ready to roll.
I know Mike O'Connor through Prairie State Legal Services. I think he deserves the Distinguished Service Award mainly based on the level of success that Prairie State has sustained throughout his tenure.
I knew about Mike O'Connor before I actually met Mike. I was doing a site visit in Kankakee with a mediation organization, and he happened to be a volunteer for that organization. Not only was he a legal aid attorney by day, but a volunteer mediating by night. And the woman I was doing the site visit with described Mike as her favorite volunteer because he just sat down, turned the chair around, arms on the chair, genuine. It made everyone in the room feel at ease and ready to start the conversation.
Mike's impact on the work and the clients we've served is immense. What I admire about Mike is just his knowledge. You know, he knows even the politics at the federal level of where our funding is going to go. He knows all of our people, all of the employees. He knows them on a personal basis and knows what's going on with their lives.
Mike is my go-to grantee whenever I need to speak with a legislator about the impact of legal services in their district. Mike can tell the legal aid story like no one else, and really because it comes from the heart and is just so genuine. He has never said no when I've asked him to do something like that, and the legislators simply love him and the work that he does. He's a great salesman.
How about a wide round of applause to you, Michael? Congratulations.
Well, thank you all. This is very humbling. I realize I'm the last person between you and getting on with the rest of your day, so I'll be very quick. But I do want to thank you all very sincerely for this recognition and this honor. Many of you know that I recently made a decision I'll be stepping away from my leadership role at Prairie State, and it's a really bittersweet moment for me because I love this community. This has been a wonderful place to work. The support, the talent of this community is extraordinary. And so anything that I've accomplished, I know that is only because of the work of this community. So I thank you all for the opportunity to do this work. It's a bit bittersweet also in leaving, but I do want to acknowledge and thank Pili. All of us who are, who've had a full career in legal aid can be very comfortable in knowing that there is a next generation that is well equipped to take the reins and lead on. There's much more work to do, but I think we can all be certain that it's going to be done well and done with great leaders. And thank you to Pili for their role in helping form and guide and create the opportunity for all these folks. So thank you all.
My apologies, but I am actually the one standing between you and the chance to leave. But I promise I will be short as well. So again, I am Michael Bergman, Pili's Executive Director, and I can't say enough in enough ways how happy I am to be with all of you today, and with so many of you in person, but also with so many by a virtual means of being here. It's really exciting to see so many faces, some of you that I've never even met in person, some of you that I haven't seen in 2 years. But it's great to know that there are people all around the state and the country joining us as well. As we wrap up today's event, I first want to thank and congratulate our 4 award recipients today. If what you heard about them and from them did not move you, did not inspire you, then I don't know what is left for us to do to actually achieve that. They were all amazing. We were joking among staff that maybe around that table they were cutting onions in the back as I started getting a little weepy through each of it. But let's give them all one more round of applause for their great work. Starting about 10 years ago, Pili began expanding our work statewide across Illinois. But even still, this event has remained Chicago-centric, being here in Chicago and for the last many years here at the Palmer House. While these last few years have been difficult, to say the least, for all of us in some way, one positive thing that has come from it is that we are forced to rethink this event going forward to be sure we do include that statewide participation virtually, and I think that is truly a silver lining out of these last 2 years. But what has not changed is that this event is and has always been about celebrating the very best of the legal profession. The generosity and expertise and the commitment of countless law students, recent graduates, lawyers and legal professionals, law firms, corporations, and law schools who have collectively dedicated themselves to providing legal assistance and advocacy to those in need. And despite all of the challenges that everyone has faced over these last 2 years, there is still a great deal for us to celebrate today. In addition to these outstanding award recipients, we celebrate our law student interns and graduate fellows who helped people in need this last year, and our alumni who maintain that service, that commitment to service. We celebrate our 328 pro bono volunteers who have helped clients from across the state through a variety of projects that Pili has available to them. And we celebrate all of you who give your time and talent in service to Pili through our leadership bodies. We also celebrate all of you who have come together with us today and throughout this past year, whether at home or in the office, in person, or through so many Zoom sessions that you've lost count, whether through Pili or through one of our Access to Justice partners across the state, to help those in need and to support organizations like Pili who do this work. And on a personal note, I today am celebrating my 11th anniversary as being Pili's Executive Director, which has been a great honor and joy. Thank you. But as you've heard, in addition to the celebration, it is also our largest fundraiser of the year that sets the stage for the work that we will be able to do in the year to come and how we will be able to achieve and fulfill our mission through your support. I'm delighted to say that we have now raised over $6,000 from the Text to Give effort alone, with folks making donations through our website, possibly using those envelopes at your table and the Pili pens that have been provided if you're old school. And we really appreciate that. As I wrap things up, and I promise I'm getting there, I won't be offended if you again take your phone out, or take your phone out for the first time, and text P-I-L-I, Pili, to 243-725. You may use one of these envelopes, and Pili staff will be there to greet you to take back both your name tag and your donation envelope. We want to be environmentally friendly, but we're also a not-for-profit, and we're cheap. And you can always donate at any time through our website, pili.org. We are very excited to reflect on our history and to plan for the future in the year to come as we celebrate our 45th anniversary. For the next 12 months, we will focus on our theme for the year, Take the Initiative. And apologies to Precious for stealing your call to action from your speech. Great minds think alike. Like those who have come before us, we hope you will join us in taking the initiative to help those in need, but both in ways we have always done and also in new and creative ways. And I hope you will be here again with us, and in person as well as virtually, to celebrate on December 1st, 2022 at our 45th Anniversary Awards Gala. Thank you again for joining us today and for what each of you do in your own way to advance equal access to justice for all in our state. Have a great day, a terrific holiday season, and let us all come together in 2022 with a renewed commitment to take the initiative in helping those in need. Thank you. And though I really am done, at your table, there's this booklet, which is our annual year in review. We invite you to take this with you so in your time you can learn more about the work we do and how we do it. Thanks again, and happy holidays.